Bueno, amigos de iRock, hoy estamos junto a Eric Forrest, destacado músico canadiense, que ha tocado en bandas como Voivod en uno de los periodos más destacados de su carrera. Ahora, en diciembre, como parte del Chile Terror Fest, se presentará junto a E-Force, tocando justamente temas de Voivod, el 6 de diciembre. Eric, hi, how are you?
Great, great, Philip. Thanks for having me on. Really excited to come down and play South America. Yeah, for the first time. Yeah, we're stoked for sure.
Yeah, a pleasure. Well, you come to Chile as part of the Terror Fest with your project E-Force. What does it mean to you coming to South America? What do you expect from the Chilean audience this time?
Well, it's really an honor, privilege to come down and play for the first time. I've seen a few videos of Matador and Iron Maiden play, and it's like, wow, the fans are crazy. So I'm really, really excited to experience this and hopefully have a great show and play a few other places maybe next year after. So really delighted. Yeah.
Yeah, that would be great. Well, and during your time with Boybot, you were part of some key albums such as Megatron, Phobos. What personal memories do you keep from that intense chapter of your career?
Wow, there's many. It was a real honor and privilege to be part of it. Um, many great experiences, and I really lived and learned a lot from those guys. And what a incredible experience to say the least. Um, as I said in another interview, it was the first time I seen a drummer do drum tracks with no ghost guitar guides or nothing. He would do his tracks with just playing the drums. It's just like wow, I never seen that ever. Because people have the ghost track, the demo to play along with. In a way, we just play the song, like memorize the whole thing in his head and play. It's just like, wow, that's special. And of course, Riffmaster P. Piggy just, come up with these riffs and experiment with stuff. And it's like, sometimes he's just fucking around and it's creates something. Wow, really cool.
Oh, great memories. Well, at the in the Voivod Revisited shows, you've revisited material from that era. What has it been like for you to reinterpret those songs after so many years and bring them now to new generations?
Well, I mean, throughout the E-Force career, I've always played a couple of Voivod songs in the set. Majority E-Force and the two, three Voivod songs in the stuff. Um, I guess it was like kind of like going to back in the day or whatever when he was alive, Paul Diano. You want to hear some Iron Maiden, of course. So I've always put a few songs in the set. But say the last 4 or 5 years since our last release, Mindbender record, 2019, with all this COVID shit, it really fucked everything up for us and many bands. And we've been kind of doing this Voivod Revisited shows for like the last 4 or 5 years. So it seems the timing seems right just to do. I mean, we're currently recording Voivod Revisited. It's re-recording songs from Megatron Phobos record and a new original and a cover song. Hey, that sounds like Morgoth Tales, which it is basically.
Great.
And I just like that Chewy Voivod Dan. He's going to contribute a guitar solo to the song called Nano Man. Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Well, E-Force was born after your departure from Voivod and has been around for over 2 decades. How would you describe the band's musical identity compared to what you did before?
Well, it's very similar, but yet different. It's kind of what I see my vision of what I wanted to write. I mean, when I was with Voivod, I kind of followed those guys and contributed what I could. But in E-Force, I'm the boss, so I write what I want lyrically or musically, and it's different. It's more work, but when it's finished, it's very gratifying and good feeling. So I just roll with it and do what I can.
Excellent. Well, your latest album, Mindbender, was well received by the fans. What was the creative process behind that record, and what aspects did you want to explore lyrically and musically?
on the Mindbender record.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, we were, lyrically writing stuff that makes people think, writing lyrics that it could be a few messages, depends on the person to read between the lines and interpret what they want out of it. I could be writing something about something and people think it's about this, but actually could be something else, so kind of like that.
Cool. And musically?
Well, there's some heavy thrash riffs, kind of the E-Force style, and obviously, little, I should say a lot of Voivod influence in there. And I don't know, I just trying to do what I feel, what's honest and real, and not be something I'm not, but at the same time, maybe go a little this way, a little that way, and experiment a little bit, but basically keep the sound and the vibe of the vision of what I have and what we do.
Yeah, I understand. Great. Well, you worked with different musicians over the years. What's the most challenging and the most rewarding part of leading a project with changing lineups?
Ooh, you mean with E-Force or other projects?
In general, in your career?
Well, dealing with different members is a tricky thing because a lot of it, a lot of the good successful things it depends on the person's personality, not just the music, but to connect, to share the same things and desires. And sometimes after people, they can come and go and it changes, or they want to take over and be the boss. Like, no, 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 it doesn't work that way. It's been an interesting journey, but uh, it is what it is. I don't mean to try to be Dave Mustaine and have a million different members. It just turns out like that one way or another. And voila, I just keep going.
Yeah. Well, we talk a little bit about the lyrics. Metal has always been connected to powerful messages and extreme atmospheres. Where do you think metal stands today in such a turbulent world?
Well, it's kind of funny how a lot of stuff seems to be, like for example, the subject of the song Nano Man talking about nanotechnology. Now that's being talked a lot about today's world or other stuff. And I don't know. I mean, some things have been done before and changed a little, but yeah, the subject has to fit the music, and that's obvious. You can't write a love song with the kind of stuff. So it's kind of got a coinciding match.
Yeah, yeah, great. Well, Eric, I want to thank you. I like to ask you if you can say directly to the Chilean fans who are waiting to see you at the Terror Fest. Um, what would you like to say to them, and what plans do you have for E-Force after this tour?
Well, we're currently recording this album, Voivod Revisited, which we're going to be finishing in November. The label, Mighty Music in Copenhagen, are going to release it probably April, May. We're still waiting for the official release date. I would like to thank all the fans from South America for thanks for your support with my Voivod days and the E-Force stuff, and really, really just happy that we can come down there for the first time and play in a new market and hopefully come back in other countries there. So we'll see what happens. But really looking forward to come to play this festival and meet and greet and everybody and see everything and experience what you guys have, because I can't wait. And
Yeah,
seen a lot of things and heard about it, and a few people I know played there, and it's like, wow. So it's really exciting, and happy to see my friends in Sacrifice from Toronto. They're going to be there too.
yeah.
So, which actually Rob, the guitar player singer, actually did a guitar solo on a song called "Debauchery" off of the Demonical record. We played a show with them in Toronto in 2009, so it's gonna be cool to hang out with them and see everybody else and be part of the metal orgy.
That's great, Eric. Thank you so much. It's been really a pleasure. So I'll see you. I'll see you around.
Okay, thanks, Philip. I hope to see you there. If you come to the show, say hello, please, please.
Great. We'll be there. Bye. Thank you. Have a nice day.
Take care. Bye bye.